This is the Newsload.
So, the LGBTQ, gay pride and the drag shows and everything, they've really blown up over the past 10 years. How do you feel about that?
Amazing. 4 years ago when I was first elected, I became the first openly gay member of council ever elected in the city.
Yay!
And now,
glad for that!
and now I'm the first to ever hold the position of deputy mayor. So I think that just comes to show how far this city has come.
The growth, the change of mindset.
Yeah. I can remember a time, as many Londoners can, when the mayor of this city refused to proclaim Pride Week. I can remember a time when Pride festivals had the people attending behind fences for their protection, and it felt like being in a prison camp. It was not a joyful celebration. It was, tried to be framed that way, but there was always the fear that by attending you were actually putting a target on your back. But that's gone. And I remember when Controller Gina Barber and some other members of council back in 2006 wanted to get the Pride flag flown for the first time in Reg Cooper Square, and I got to join her on the front steps of City Hall when that announcement was made, and that was a wonderful day. I've seen the first mayor and the first police chief of this city participate in a Pride parade when Mayor Fontana was in office. I've seen, Irene Matheson and my other political mentor, Cheryl Miller, who was a longtime city councillor. Both of them were participating in Pride parades long before it was the acceptable thing to do. But I watched those women pull other people in, and sometimes kicking and screaming, but bringing them in and showing them that this was not something to be afraid of or stigmatized. It was something to celebrate, and that's where we are in the community now. I got to speak at the Wortley Pride celebration this year, the first time Wortley's ever had its own neighborhood one. And there was a young person from a local high school there who came up and talked to me afterwards and just said, it's nice to see somebody from our community in public office.
Our
it
community,
makes
the LGBTQ.
The LGBTQ community. It makes me feel like if I wanted to do this someday, I could too.
And does that make some of this worthwhile?
That makes it all worthwhile, yeah. It was really one of those moments that kind of, your heart's in your throat and ready to burst, because it was just such a good feeling. But it just goes to show how far this city has come from me being able to remember a time when the mayor would not proclaim Pride Week to now being the deputy mayor myself as somebody from the LGBTQ community. So London can still do better. Every community can still do better, but we've come a long way, baby, and that's something to be proud of and celebrate. So that's why Pride should be a celebration. Not that we've got it all perfect, but that we're making progress.
This is the Newsload.